Hi everyone. Hello. Today is the Global Day of Action and we are out to protest with the Green New Deal. You can find protests near you. I'll share the link for a couple of protests that are happening in every city. If you care about the environment or if you can show up, please do.
What do you think about the environment and saving the planet?
It's a pivotal point within the climate crisis, and I feel as though we have done as much as we can as individuals, and now it's time for collective action and corporations and big conglomerates that actually perpetuate the climate change, the climate crisis, to stand up and make proper change. And the government need to be held accountable as well.
Would you think that a lot of Gen Zs are more similar? Like, are you guys all the same or are you all different?
Since we're more connected without the internet,
Yeah.
it's more like a global kind of culture in a way. So like we have an idea of what people think, but at the same time, of course, like in like a general sense, if I went to America, it would be a different climate. Or like if I went to another country, it'd just be. But in terms of like where I'm in the UK, I feel like things are kind of alright.
What events in like the world or society do you think are going to shape you guys' life?
I mean, the pandemic, lockdown. I think that's like probably one of the biggest things that's happening to us right now.
I think all the elections, so the mayor's elections, the US elections, as the pandemic, I guess even government policies as well in the UK, budgets for the 2022, all these things will take into place. But I think the problem with Gen Z with all of that is that we take it for granted and don't actually realise how much it will actually impact us.
From the Mapping Young London report, we know that 70% of Gen Z strongly identify as being Londoners over other aspects of their identity. They feel that being in London strongly impacts the way that they see themselves. But their relationship with and access to the city is rapidly changing, with reasons like lack of housing and financial pressures, meaning that 69% of them are considering leaving.
I don't think Gen Z are necessarily encouraged to take up these spaces. I think it's more of we've reached a point in which we are actively seeking to take out these spaces.
You're 22, which makes you Gen Z, right?
Yep. We as in grassroots organizations, we as in collective subgroups like small communities, indigenous communities, we've been doing little work here and there that is contributing to solving the climate crisis, whether that's community work or whether that's environmental work. Grassroots organizations and people have been, and minority people have been at the forefront of this fight for climate change. I think in a general sense, because the climate crisis is something that we can't, it's not so tangible at the moment. It's not something that's very dramatic and changing, and so it makes it harder to prioritize that as an immediate form of danger, whereas like a lack of housing is something that you're gonna feel individually almost instantly. This is why I think spaces like London, where you might see people living more disproportionately, or you might see like bigger disparities, bigger differences within communities and different groups, and you can see different divisions more because we're all kind of stuck in the same space as each other. It makes it harder to want to prioritize. I think it's actually a little bit of everything, but I think that the biggest thing that I noticed about London, especially in terms of Gen Z, is sort of capitalist industrial structure we have. So It's all about making money. It's all about finding employment. Everything costs money. Like we have the saying, it's like I wake up every day and I've already spent £30. To travel anywhere costs money.
Both the focus group and Gina experience their local areas differently, with some yearning for tighter-knit communities and others travelling to different areas to find communities that suit them.
So it's not just Gen Z that are using such words such as solidarity and I think it was allies and things like that. These are terms that have been there and they've been used in the past. It's just that it's just that Gen Z are I guess they're more educated on these topics because they've kind of sought them out a bit more, and therefore they're equipped with all these terms. It's just a matter of terminology. But yeah, the same work has been done throughout the years. It's just a matter of Gen Z being more educated and more empowered by using those words.
So I think the future of Gen Z in London is like super unpredictable. You know, after all, they've not yet reached adulthood. So like, one thing I would say, like right now, they're plotting and they're dreamers. So I think they're getting ready to change the city for somewhere that suits them and the generations afterwards.